Okay, in this video we will create as maybe the simple model of a 3D a tetrahedron. The first one you should have a custom tool. We have a many custom tool here, and we get the 3D custom tool. There's many researcher mathematics teacher that create their custom tool, and on this tool I see almost three versions of 3D custom tool. You may download it from internet. For example, I see Paul Kunkel is the man that create a very beautiful 3Ds, and it different from this 3D tool. His 3D tool can create many shapes with different color. When the point is very far from the views of the human of the user, or close to the user. The color the color much better. You may set the web from all the 3D custom tool. So in the 3D custom tool, we click to create a custom tool. It's also include two parts. It's just the 3D control system and the coordinate system. We only click 2 points. But after we apply this tool, you may create another system. So we stop to create another. So we click to the selection tool. And you may say we only click 2 points on the screen. The one point is control system. You might drag the point X to increase the size. You may see on the right the side of the system. This is control, and this is the views. You might drag the point XY to move the system around the these vertex, these lines, and you may drag this point to rotate in the vertical, rotate in the horizon, and this vertical. And we have now the 3Ds, and we have some button here. It's about the XY rotate horizontal. You may see on the screen. You may click these rotate to rotate the vertical to the vertical direction. You click to normal to switch back to the normal state of the coordinate system, 3D coordinate system. In this we have in this coordinate system we have the X axis and Y axis, and then Z axis we have a 3. Okay. Sorry. Yes, is there any problem? No. Okay. And you may view in the 3 perspective view by click this button. You may see X and Y only, and the Z is now only a point. Okay, so we switch back to normal. So please take time to familiar with this tool first. Okay, try to control the coordinate system, or try to move the points. Okay, to understand this tool. You may see 2 dots in X name. 2 dot. You may, of course, you may try to click the point to change its name. It's very easy. But why we use the 2 dots in the name? Because we want to separate this point to the point on this system. Because sometimes you may have the points with the same name. For example, the S point in this coordinate in this system. So we use the pseudo to separate. We will create a point and it display on this coordinate system. So we go to the number menu and create a parameter. For example, the we see here x a is about SA, so we say for example 2. Okay, select and then we copy and paste this value. So we name it as y. For example 2, and we paste it again with bracket, yes, and we change it to this about 3. Okay, we sort it by choose the 3 values and press shift and okay, shift and next thing we will plot this point, plot the point, only one point. So we select this tool and 3D and use the plot point XYZ. And this tool require to have we have a 3 value on the screen, and we click it 1, 2, 3, and now we have a point on the coordinate system, and we may name it at A. Nice. Yes, now we have a point A. Oh yes, we have a point, and you may say we can rotate it. Yeah, we may see it move in 3D. At the first time we create this tool, and we have a plot deploy. It's amazing. It's amazing that we can move the point freely on the coordinate system. Yes. Okay, switch to normal now. So this is the point A. So it's easier for you to plot another point. For example, you may copy the triple value. You may copy it Command C or Control C in the Windows environment and Command V. Example, we have 3. This one again and again. Yes, and we rename it. For example, it is possible to rename this. Yes, we rename it as B. 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 So we may change this value. For example, we change dash B to the -2, for example. Yeah, and now we plot the point B. Yes, it's a B, and rename it at B, for example. Yeah, in this case we have 2 points. Yeah, yes, 2 points. Yes, we switch to normal, for example, and now you can change the velocity point. For example, we now change to for example 0.1, for example, 0.1, and this by be 3. Okay. Yes. Sorry, we will select all of this point. Sorry. and go to this, go to I'm sorry, how to do that. hmm we may right click properties and parameters. No, we precision 10. So it is, I'm sorry, we do it again with 10. Okay. 10. I don't know if we can do it uh, at the same time for all the values, but in this time I will do it with x parameter with its values. Okay, so I will delete this. Okay, so now we change the values of point A, point B, the coordinates of point B. For example, we may use -2, -2. Okay, this depends on you. So now we may see the difference. Okay, A, B, and now we we copy this and change the name. So it A, so with C, Y, C. Because this is the first time we create a 3 model, so maybe it's complex and it's cost time. But after that, we can use this model and change the value only. So it's save you much time and other. Okay. Uh, so now we change the values of the point C. For example, we want to play the point C here. So the point C here, so we increase this. For example, it may be 3. Okay. And OIC maybe 105, 1.5, 0.5 on that's CA -2 y1, for example. Yes, and now we plot the point C. Yes, we have the point C here. Rename it. Okay, and the last one is point A. I want to put this point A in this place. So we may check later. For example, we -2, -2. No, 2 only, not -2. And minus, for example, 1.9. Okay. So we will check. Ah, yes, it may be very close to this, so I will rotate. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we can increase the oil so with 3, for example. Yes, it's easier for you to see. So we rename it D boy. And we click to normal to in the normal state, and maybe we increase, for example, 5, 4, 5. Yes, so it's easier for you to see. Okay. Okay. Now we are finished to plot the 4 points of the 3D model tetrahedron. Okay, so in the next step we create a base segment with this point. So the base segment like this, gray base. Yes. And we drag this level for easier to see. Yes. So now we may check the model again. Yeah, I think this is very beautiful, and sometimes I don't remember exactly, but at the first time, user create 3D model and send this model to Nikolai Dakio. He very amazing. Yeah. Okay, because this segment only is very basic, so we select this segment and try to hide it. Yes. We select this segment at the base segment, and we create a button and hide or show hide segment. I'm sorry. No. We delete this. No. We select on this segment. Yes. And go to okay. We have a high segment button. So in this 3D model, we have a four face. Four faces. That means A, B, C face, and A, D, C face. So A, B, C visible. You know the visible. It's visible, and A, D, C is visible, and A, B, D is invisible, and B, C, D is invisible. So we have two visible and two invisible. You know. So we create the tool, create the values of visible and invisible face. If it's visible, we assign one, and in invisible we assign -1. So we have a tool to do that. But remember this step that I do now. So you may go to the edit menu and go to preference. I do it again because it's very important. Edit menu and preference, and you select angle and choose the directed degree. So it will determine the values of the face, the size of the face, the visible or invisible of the face. So we select this tool and select 3D and select the size of the face. Okay. You may select in clockwise or counterclockwise. If this face is visible, so you may select. I'm sorry. You because it's visible, so you select in the clockwise. Yes. So it depends on what you want to see. In this model, you may select clockwise or counterclockwise direction. So in this case, you select ACB, and now the side face is 1. You may check this by dragging the XY to rotate the face to in 3D model, in 3D coordinate system. You may see the size is now 1, and when the point B is turn, you may see the values is now -1, 1, -1, 1, -1, because the face now invisible. A, B, C now invisible, visible, invisible, visible, invisible. Oh, that's the tool. So if you want to know what this tool is, so you select the tool and show script view. You may see the script view is very simple, very simple. You know, very simple. In this screen, you might see the measure and the measure of this angle and the signum. Only two step. Only two step. Only two step. And the given is only 3 point ABC. But if you want to understand this, you may go to the core and know how to create the custom tool first. Okay, so now we have the side of the ACB, and now we consider the phase ADC. In this case, the ADC is visible. Visible, so we select A, D, and C. Yes. And the next one, ABD. ABD is invisible, so we select A, B, and D. And the last one, BCD, so we select what the direction? Yes, because it's invisible, so we select B, C, and D. Yeah. If you select invert reverse, so the side of this value is changed. You know. So now we rotate to check on the face is correct. On the face are correct. So when we turn the face, yes. Okay. Yes. You know, ABD now visible. So ABD is changed to 1, and when invisible it's -1. Okay. So you may change the horizontal direction, the vertical direction. No, I'm sorry. Yes. Please remember, when you work with 3D model, you may drag this point slowly, drag this point slowly. So it's for easier to user to see what happened on the screen, because we control this point, students see this point, but the thing that we want them to see is this model. So please drag slowly, drag slowly. You know, when we drag this point, students try to focus on this one, but we want them to focus on this model. Okay, so we have four values of the face. So if a segment is the intersection of two faces, and the two faces have the values of 1, 1, so this segment is visible. You know, for example, in this case we have ABC and ABD have intersection AB, ABC this one, and ABD this one. So AB is visible, and we in this current state we have only the intersection of two faces, which have the side of the face is -1, ABD and BCD, ABD and BCD. So this segment is invisible. So we select another tool like this. We have another tool is the dash or the solid lines. Dash or solid. We select this, and we select the 2 points A and B, and then we select the side of two faces ABD and ABC, and ABD. Okay. So now we have create the segment between AB, but this segment is the same place with the current segment, so we may hide order segment. So now we have the segment AB, and if you want to check, you may drag this point and see what happened when the face when the two faces have the same values -1 in this case. Okay. You understand? Visible, invisible, visible, invisible. Okay. So you may show the segments so it's easier for you to see to select the face. But if you can see it, so you may hide the segment. Okay, so the next the segment AD, for example. So we select the tool and AD. We select AD and select the side of two face ABD, ABD this one, and ACD this one. Okay. You may do it again. You hide the segment and try to rotate the model. Visible ID now visible, invisible, visible, invisible. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so next one you may use the tool to apply to the CD segment. So CD ACD and BCD. Okay, the next one is AC segment. So ACD and ACB. The next one is BC, BCD and BCA. Okay, and the last one is BD. So BDC and ABD. Okay. So now we complete the model, and in this case we may rotate it horizontal, rotate it vertical. Yes. Now, okay.